Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Mike's Hard channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe if you like to watch things about Halloween kills and other horror movies, as well as haunted locations and movie locations, that type of thing. The reason for the stream today was I was going to leave this one alone, especially because it's a super spoiler. But at this point, I think if we're, anyone who's watching this is a hardcore Halloween fan and has probably already seen the image. Jamie Lee Curtis has been doing too much on her Instagram, and um, I know the marketing rollout has been crazy. Blumhouse is putting out a lot of material. Universal has been cutting tons of TV spots, and we got a new trailer recently, which I'm going to go through in this video as well. Not just the new image that Jamie Lee Curtis put out, but I'm also going to go through image by image on the most recent official trailer, the final trailer. Um, but I think Jamie Lee Curtis is doing too much, and I'm just gonna get right into it. At this point, we've all seen it. Let me share my screen here, and there it is. All right, we have is Deputy Hawkins. I don't know if he's deputy. He's definitely not the sheriff. But Hawkins is clearly alive. And I think we kind of all knew a little bit that he might be alive. There's been rumors about it, but nothing official, right? Up until she put this image out, there was nothing official that said Hawkins was alive or dead. Um, and this is something that I would have liked to have waited for the movie. I would have wanted to see this in theaters and been just as shocked as everyone else to find out that he's alive. Um, so I feel like this is one that she should have held on to. Um, they definitely should have gagged this one. I didn't want to know this information, but there it is. So if you haven't seen it yet, sorry, but chances are you have. So aside from that, I'm gonna go through the final trailer and let's see. Let me go back to my images here. And I do skip around a bit. I don't show each and every frame of this trailer. So I just skip right to the interesting stuff. And the first thing, I love this shot here. Michael Myers steps from behind that SUV when Lindsay Wallace turns around and she sees him standing there. I think that's an awesome shot. The bloody knife. He's holding the skull mask. Everyone keeps saying that's the pumpkin mask. That is the skull mask, clearly. And I'll show you why in a different shot. This is one of my favorite shots in this trailer as well. We get a really good look at the mask through the rear view mirror with the tail lights on the mask. So that really cool shot. We can see the eye of the mask melted a little bit. Really cool stuff. Also, did you happen to catch how fast he got on top of the uh the SUV? Um in the 1978 version, he didn't even get up there that fast. This man's 61 years old and he just popped up on top of that SUV lightning quick. So that's a little strange to me. But especially because he's not supposed to be superhuman anymore. Supposedly he's just human now. So 61 years old, that's pretty good. There's the mask again. I've heard various other channels say it's the pumpkin mask. I don't know how they keep missing that, but there's the nose, there's the teeth. It is the skull mask from Halloween 3. Another cool shot here, Marion Chambers. Um, I like how in the trailer it shows like the gun click as if there was no more rounds in the gun. Clearly, she fires a lot of other shots. You can see the bullet hole right here in the windshield. So I'm guessing before that scene where we see him in the rear view, she's fired various other shots before that happened. Let's go ahead and move forward. We've all seen this in some of the other trailers. There's Michael looking at Marion Chambers. In that final trailer, they make it look like he popped up on the couple dressed as the doctor and the nurse. But here's the purple and the sweater. That's Marion Chambers he pops up on. Now, because of the leaked image, um, of Lori talking to Hawkins, we now know exactly what's happening in this scene here. We've seen a lot of different shots in the trailers and the TV spots, and she's talking to someone, and you don't know who it is. It's just kind of panned in on her face, like we see it here. But now we know it's Hawkins. We've seen this scene over and over in all the trailers and all the TV spots. I think this sheriff, he's got to be one of the most useless sheriffs I've ever seen in a movie. I don't understand what his purpose was in 2018. I don't know what his purpose is going to be in this movie. One of my earlier videos, I want to say like late last year, I thought maybe he might have a bigger role in this movie. But so far, from what I'm seeing in the trailer, this really is it. He's really serving no purpose here. Here's a shot of Lori and Karen looking out. It looks like probably the hospital window, more than likely. So I'm guessing Myers is outside or she is looking at the mob that's outside. I don't know. These were really cool shots they put into that final trailer. There's Lindsay Wallace on the right in 1978 and on the left in what's supposed to be 2018. Of course, the same night as the 2018 film. Really cool stuff. I love that they brought the original cast back aside from the person who plays Tommy Doyle. It's Marion Chambers. And we do see in quite a few of the new trailers, she kind of gets a repeat of what happened to her in 78. There we go. There's Lania Lamb. I like the kid that they got to play Lania Lamb is spot on. If you go back and watch the original movie, they did a great job casting this kid. This shot, I've said this before in other videos. I am pretty positive that this is what's his face, the sheriff from 78. I can't think of his name at the moment for some reason. Brackett. There we go. Sheriff Brackett. I'm positive that is him getting his throat cut or something there. Only reason I included this image is because I found it funny that this doctor here in the background is just kind of standing around with his hands in his pockets while Lori's jumping out of the bed trying to escape. Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. I love this shot. They did a great job setting up the hospital. I love the callback that they keep the original logo from H2. It's a great callback. Curious to know why the hood is popped open on this police car, like you fucking break down in the middle of a mob. There's that mob again. This guy continuously makes the cut. This is the guy that's always laughing in the trailer. Hopefully they manage to work around that because it's really fucking weird that he laughs during this mob riot here. All right, there's Tommy Doyle with the bat. We could see you could kind of make out some of the people here. I don't know if that's Lonnie Lamb. It kind of looks like him, but I'm not sure. You could see the what's his name? Marcus, I believe is his name. The guy who plays the doctor there, or dresses up as a doctor. And then could be Lindsay or Marion. I want to say it's Lindsay. Here we go with the useless sheriff again, but there's Brackett. And it looks very similar to that one screenshot I was talking about with the guy getting his throat cut. I'm pretty positive that is him. Here's another shot of Brackett. And it looks like maybe this is where we get introduced to him because it looks like he's overhearing the conversation because he's out of focus sitting in the background here. Doesn't look like he's in that conversation. So it's interesting. Also, let me go back. Also, I think that's why I believe that Michael will ultimately end up at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital because I don't think Brackett is leaving the hospital on the job to go hunt down Michael Myers. I just don't see it, especially at his age. So that kind of gives away if that's bracket that's getting his throat cut in that one image, then that lets us know Michael Myers is going to end up at this hospital. I'm pretty confident in that. There we have Karen picking up the bloody knife. Not sure why I included that. I love this shot here. We've seen it in other trailers, but it's the first time we get a different angle of it. It's Tommy Doyle with his bat discovering the couple dressed up as the doctor and the nurse with the Halloween 3 masks. Marion Chambers with the witch mask hanging from the swing. We've seen that in some other trailers as well. But what's interesting is Lonnie Lamb finds her. So it's clear Tommy Doyle and Lonnie are together in this scene when they discover them. I'm curious to know what's up with the Halloween 3 masks. Are they just callbacks? Are they just fan service or does this exist in the same universe? Awesome shot of the Myers house. This is clearly present day Myers house. It's very fixed up, very nice. Got Halloween decorations, lights are on. So present day Myers house. I'm very happy to see this house is back in the film. I like this shot here. I haven't heard anyone talk about this shot. I've, everyone kind of picks apart the characters and everything, and no one really talks about this here. You can see the uh, two fingers and a thumb. Clearly, Myers' hand print. 'Cause remember, he gets his fingers blown off. Reason I love this shot here. It's the back door of the Myers house. We know how he gets in. And if you remember the 1978 film, as a kid, after he watches his sister go up to the room with her boyfriend, he goes around the back door and he comes right into the kitchen. If you remember, all of this is right here on the right side of the door. So this is the Myers house he's walking into, clearly. There's that really cool bathroom mirror scene. That one caught me off guard the first time I watched this trailer. I was like, holy shit, that's scary as fuck. Breaks open the light. I like this shot because we get a good look of the mask here in the light. This is cool. I want to know who's getting thrown off of the roof of Haddonfield Memorial. There's got to be Haddonfield Memorial. Look at all the people surrounded there. This looks like a doctor here. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Um, and what's with the camera angle, the first person camera angle? Are we looking at a cop wearing a body cam? Is that, how are we getting these angles, or is it just cool cinematography? I don't know. I'd imagine because of the firefighter that we saw, the first person view, it looks like he's getting thrown through the car or something, like a cop car or something, and then we get this. So I think it's body cam footage we might be looking at, which would be kind of cool. What's this here? Oh, Allison saving Cameron from Myers. Dark image. It took me a second to figure that one out. I found it convenient, of course, like any movie. She gets thrown down the steps and of the Myers house and lands conveniently next to a knife. I think I have a better image. Yeah, I do have a better image. There we go. So here we have Karen running away with the Myers mask, and then we have an unmasked Michael Myers here. And this kind of goes back to a few videos ago, about 2 weeks ago, I did a video about Myers unmasked and would we want to see him without the mask for an extended period of time? Like I'm talking straight up camera on the faces. That's something you guys would want to see. Go back and watch that video or just let me know here. Or do you want to? Would you rather see it like this, where he is in these shadows the entire time and we never get that clear look at his face, which is probably the way it should be. But you never know with the way this series is going. They're clearly doing a lot of things different in a good way. This, what a wonderful shot here. We get to see the old school 1978 Myers mask close up in front of the old Myers house. This is clearly the flashback scene that we've all heard about. They did a great job on the Myers house. Like, look how old this shit looks. Like, it looks dead on to what we saw in 78, the 78 film. It's spot on, all the way down to the Stroh Realty sign sitting in the front yard. And then, of course, Dr. Loomis. So we've all heard about the CGI Dr. Loomis. I'm curious to know how they're going to do that. Are they, is the actor pretty close to Loomis as far as looks, and they're gonna kind of CGI the rest of the face, kind of like what they did with Paul Walker and his brother in Fast and the Furious after he passed, and they managed to get him in that final scene with a little bit of CGI. I'd imagine that's what they're going to do here. Either way, it's cool, but I really wish they would have saved this for opening night of the film. This is another thing. I was excited to see it, but I didn't want to see it until I saw it in the theaters. I didn't want to see it in the trailer. I didn't want to see an image. But here we are. It's already out there. It's floating all over the internet. It's in every video. If you watch any the other channels like Dave McCrae, Wolfman, and Drum Dums, any of those guys. So everyone's talked about it. So might as well go ahead and put it in the video. And then, of course, this pans out and we get this shot here. We see Michael Myers getting apprehended. Another shot I did not want to see until I was sitting in the theater. They should have saved this. And I know they tried to flash it really quick and not show too much, but they had to know that people were going to dissect this trailer all over YouTube. So I wish they would have saved that. And then this shot here, this is my final photo. Let me move my cursor here. This here, if you remember in the last two trailers, Laurie says she wants to rip off his mask and see the life leave his eyes. So everyone is assuming that Laurie Strode is here ripping off Myers' mask. I could tell you it's not. I should have gotten another picture, but you can see the black nail polish, the rings, and the bracelets and all that. In one of the earlier scenes in the trailer, you see Lindsay Wallace, and she has the same black nail polish, the same rings, the same bracelets. So it's a dead giveaway. That is Lindsay Wallace trying to rip off Myers' mask. So does she survive the scene? So let me go back to full screen here. Let me know what you guys think. The biggest question I have for everyone is, would you have rather waited to see the flashback scenes in theaters or on Peacock or however you're going to watch it? Um, or were you excited to see it in the trailer, and does that give you more incentive to go see the movie? Um, so let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.